Dear volunteers, thanks for joining us. We find that this kit is too hard for 8-year-olds to build, so we decided to pre-build some part of the kit so it will be easier for the kids to work it out during the events. What we are going to do is pre-mount the remote control circuit board and the battery case to the remote control board and leave the antenna to be mounted by the kids. Then we will also pre-build the chassis with the motor and the battery case mounted. The motor is the most important part of it, so we want the motor to be securely mounted to increase the success rate of the project. Make sure you mount the board to the motor first before you work on the gear. Otherwise, you need to unplug the board because it's blocking the gear. Put the gear on the table and just press till the pin has entirely inserted into the gear. Mounting the motor with the green and yellow thread. Don't worry about which terminal connects to which color. It really doesn't matter. Later on, we will test the remote control. If the direction is reversed, we can just reverse the direction of the remote control circuit board. We'll see that at the end of the video. This part is also important. You use the long screw, don't use the short screw. And when you fasten the screw, don't fasten it too hard, otherwise it will bend the circuit board and it will malfunction. This is the most important part of the project. Whether the car will run smoothly depends on how securely you mount the motor. The motor needs to be mounted using the long screws. All 4 screws must be mounted, fastened securely. But don't fasten it too hard, otherwise it will break the board. Just make sure it is tight and the legs that connects to the motor is straight, not bended in one direction. Once you finish assembly, mount the battery to test. Place them close together. Place the remote control with the small hole pointing forward. That will be the forward button. Press the forward button to make sure the motor turns clockwise. If it's not clockwise, loosen the screw and swap the circuit board. So when you press the button closer to the small hole on the top, it will turn the motor clockwise. Then the car will run forward when the gear is put in place. Once testing is finished, remove the batteries and put everything back into the bag so the kids can take it out and finish the work.